What's up everyone, my name is Catalin and today we're gonna talk about nutrition, training and how to achieve your dream body. In 2020 right now, every girl wants to be thick, to look in her perfect shape, and every boy wants to have a six-pack and look like a Greek god like in the movies we are seeing all around Hollywood. Yeah, I want that too. And I'm here to talk with you about what most of the YouTube content creators that talk about nutrition and fitness don't tell you. You know what I hate? Those long ass videos who a guy sits with his shirt off showing his amazing body. The whole respect for that guy for achieving such a physique. But I hate that he stays 15 to 20 minutes in a video trying to sell you at the end an ebook that costs more than you can ever afford, to give you through the video one or two advices that are so complicated for someone who has never trained that you're never gonna use anyway. You know, they're just telling you, yeah, do this, that, complicated science myths, complicated science facts, who just destroy your head and you get confused. You see 10 videos in a row, every one of them tells you, do that, and do this. And at the end, you're just sitting and your mind is blowing and you're saying, like, you're sitting on the couch and you're like, screw it, I'm not gonna do it anyway. I prefer eating my chips, I prefer doing my walkings. I don't know what you're doing, but of course you're not going to the goal that you want, and you give up on it because there is a myth all around that all guys that achieve that kind of physique are using steroids, proteins. You can achieve that, or if you want to achieve that you have to spend 3 hours a day in the gym every day. No, it's not about that. It's just about doing the right thing, which nobody's going to tell you, because what money would they get if they would tell you, okay, do that? Who would they buy their programs, you know? That's the point. Well, you're very lucky because I'm about to share some very valuable information with you for free. No ebooks, not trying to sell you anything, just pure value. Because I've been there, I know how difficult it is to search for the perfect program, for the perfect idea on how to lose weight, how to lose fat, how to get muscle, how to look better. And I know it's very, very depressing to do a lot of stuff that don't work and see no results, and just sitting there, not enjoying your life, not achieving your best physique ever, not being able to focus on other aspects of your life. That's why I'm here to tell you today 5 tips that are going to help you achieve your dream body. If you're a girl or a man, doesn't matter. These tips are good for both of these genders. So enough talking, let's get straight to the business. Tip number 1 is intermittent fasting. I know, don't close the video yet. A lot of guys and girls talk about it on YouTube. It's a big trend. Oh my god, intermittent fasting. Yes, well, people, it works. It has been proved by science that a lot of people who implemented intermittent fasting has a lot of benefits in their lives. In mine too, I've lost 10 kilograms since I implemented it into my fat loss program. And I'm not going to tell you here all the benefits that intermittent fasting brings you, because there are a lot of informational videos on YouTube. You can check them out. I'm going to link one in the description. But what I'm going to tell you is 3 main benefits. Insulin levels are down, maximizes fat loss, because during the fasting period the body is forced to tap into the fat cells to feed himself, because he has no calories. He needs to burn to live, and he takes his calories from the fat stores. And the tip number 3 about the benefits is the growth hormone also is at the up level, which also has a lot of benefits for productivity, and you're feeling amazing during the fasting period. Yes, of course, there are some negative parts about it, which is hunger, but here I'm going to give you a couple of tips that are going to help you during your fasting period not to even feel it at all. So how do you do this? Maybe you're wondering. It's very simple. You're having a 16 to 8 program. What I mean about that is you have an 8-hour feeding window where you're taking your daily calories, and then you're having a 16-hour fasting period where you're not taking any calories into your body, only drinking water, tea, no sugar, or black coffee. No milk in it, no sugar, nothing, just black. Because if you're taking any calories during that period, your body changes from burning the fat from your body to trying to burn the calories that you just took. That, and we don't want that. Basically, you're just denying the benefits. So what I do is after 8 p.m. until next day at 12 a.m. not eating any calories. So between 12 a.m. until 8 p.m. I'm eating my daily calories that I'm having to eat to stay in a caloric deficit and build fat, which I'm gonna attack in the next step. It's very simple. During the fasting period, I drink lots of water, 2 glasses of water when I wake up to rehydrate myself after a long night of sleep where you're dehydrated. A lot of guys and girls don't know this. When you're waking up and you're feeling a little hungry, it's not actually hunger, which is dehydration. Your body is dehydrated. You need to hydrate himself. So that's why you have to give him water. And if you try to give him water, 2 glasses at least, after you're waking up, you're not gonna feel as hungry as when you started. So drink water during the fasting. Black coffee or tea can help reduce hunger, and coffee also has a lot of health benefits. If you're not drinking 20 cups a day, 1 or 2 are good. I personally don't drink coffee because I having other principles, which is like, I think I'm at 19 years old, don't need so much caffeine to function. Maybe older guys need it. I personally feel myself energized enough, I don't need it. Why I should tell you to do something I'm not doing? I personally recommend you that if you drink water or some simple tea are enough. But if you love your coffee, feel free to drink it black, no water with aromas, with sugar in it, no coffees with milk in it, no, pure water, pure coffee and pure tea. So now, step number 2, staying in a caloric deficit, which means your body throughout the 24-hour day burns energy, calories, to live, to grow nails, every function of the body. You need calories in it. And during that day, there are a number of calories that make you function. And then there are your standard calories, let's call it to maintain yourself at the state you are right now, your maintenance calories, we call them. You subtract from the maintenance calories 500 calories, and that's your deficit. I'm going to post a picture where it's going to explain you how you do that. Basically, I'm just going to show you the levels of activity. You multiply by the number it shows you per pound, and that's your caloric deficit. It's pretty simple. Those are your calories. Now, here's the second tip. During your fat loss program, if you're wanting to lose fat, of course, you want to not lose muscle during the fat loss period, because a lot of guys and girls don't know that if you're just staying in a caloric deficit but you're not taking enough protein to sustain muscle mass, you're going to lose muscle, and then you're gonna end up looking like this, and we don't want that. Do you really want to look like this? I don't think so. It's not my goal, and I'm sure it's not yours. Let's get to the next part, which is you need 0.8 grams of protein per body weight in pounds, and in kilograms 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram. Do your calculations. I've done them here as an example for you. Here you can see. So if you're taking your proteins per kilogram per pound of body weight and you're in a caloric deficit of 500, 400, you are going to lose fat and no muscle. That's it. There is no magic diet. There is no other videos like do crunches, do sit-ups, do hanging knee raises. No, there is no spot reduction of belly fat. There is none of targeting fat, high intensity cardio that burn fat. No. Staying in a caloric deficit is the only way to lose fat and eating the right amount of protein to sustain muscle mass. It's as simple as that. I also used to believe that staying at home and eating only chicken and salad all the time and doing long hour cardio sessions are the reason to burn fat, which is the answer is actually pretty much boring. Fat loss is only about staying in a caloric deficit with the right amount of protein for the muscle mass, and muscle growth is just about getting strength, which I'm going to talk in the next steps. It's pretty simple, nothing too complicated, don't need to buy any programs only to tell you the same things I'm telling you right now. And now we get to the step number 3, which is very important. You need to work out, because if you want to achieve those muscle definitions, you girls, if you want to achieve those glutes sizes that everyone wants them, you need to work out, because the muscles won't train themselves. You're not gonna sit on the couch looking Netflix at actors and enjoy their body and say, yeah, okay, I'm gonna look like that only if I eat. Yes, nutrition is the key, but with also combined with the right training. I'm going to give you an example for a beginner routine that you can do at home during the corona time, because most of us don't have time right now to go to a gym. Maybe in the place where you are right now there is no gym, so I'm just gonna point a home bodyweight total routine that can be applied for guys, and here a total body routine that can be applied for girls. You can do this bodyweight routine at home, and here is the catch: you will do this routine 3 times a week. Here are a lot of fitness experts who are going to argue with me and tell me, no, you need to train 6 times a week, 5 times a week. My mentor, Grego Gallagher from Kino Body and Radu Antonio from Think and Lift ShredSmart have taught me these principles, and I'm telling you these principles as well. You need to work out 3 times per week. Nothing more, nothing less. Why? Because when you're having a 1-day rest period between the workouts, your muscles are able to recover fully and you are performing much better the next day when you're crushing your raw workout. None of us has the time to sit in the gym for 2 hours every day. I don't think that's your goal, it's not mine, and it's just boring. We're not wanting to make fitness the biggest part of our lives. So you're going to train 3 times per week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, or you can schedule it the way you can, that your time allows you to go to the gym or do the workouts at home. If you're interested to doing some workouts at home, there you have the notes I gave you. I also link them in the description, more detailed with a couple of extra tips. And if you're interested to get a gym routine, make sure you check the link below, where I also put it for you. The routine I'm doing is for free, don't worry. It's just a PDF I made for you, so you can see how my routine looks like that I do during the week. It's a routine I do at the gym because right now in Vienna where I live, the gyms are still open. I'm taking advantage of them as much as I can, but in the case I'm going to have to go at home and stay at home because of the quarantine times, if a lockdown happens again, or it had happened in your country where you are living right now, then I'm going to give you a quick update video about what you can train at home more advanced and the next progression levels and what you can do. So don't worry, I'm going to keep in touch with you with the next progressions. So let's do a quick summary. You want to lose fat? Simple. Intermittent fasting, create a caloric deficit, eat the right amount of protein to sustain muscle mass, and work out 3 times per week. If you're doing all of this, you're golden. You're going to lose fat, maintain muscle, you might even gain some muscle during the fat loss period, because if you're a beginner and you're working out, you're going to experience some muscle growth. And that's it. It's nothing too complicated, very simple, very enjoyable. And now let me just give you a couple of advices about nutrition, and let's get started. I just want to bust a couple of myths, which is like eating at night makes you fat, eating a lot of carbs makes you fat. There are those guys out there who do the keto diet, low carb diets that I'm just gonna tell you, they're not good for your body, because our body is made to take the whole macronutrients, fats, carbohydrates, proteins. if you're not taking all of them in the right amount and you're having a deficit from one of them, your hormones are going to have a disbalance, and that's something you're not going to want to have, because your hormones kind of control your body. If your hormones go down or everywhere through the roof, you're not going to feel well, and you're going to experience a lot of issues through all of the stuff you're doing in life. I've been there. I also had a problem with my testosterone levels because I was eating low fat and low carb. But since I began to follow the Greek gut program that Grego Gallagher shows, link in the description, and I bought the routine of Radu Antonio, ShredSmart, it changed my life completely, and my hormones got back up after 2 months. I'm recommending you to check that link below if you want to see more about his free courses, about tips. His channel is also linked in the description. He has amazing quality videos, which is going to give you also amazing tips on how to progress, just like I did. And stay tuned, guys, for the new updates I'm going to post for the next routines. Make sure you're going to start and not saying, yeah, I will start tomorrow. No, start today. Make a plan that I gave you, write it down, write it on the paper, and start now, not tomorrow, not later, now. Next time to take action is 2020. Let's get in shape together, let's change our lives. And don't forget the most important thing: if you enjoyed the video, make sure you click the like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share the video to help others have access to this valuable information. And the most important things, you are amazing.